Okay, so just looking at the box is a nice box. Collector edition in silver down there. Silver outline. Looks good in the package. I'm really confused as to why this has the figure on the right, so you see more of the figure. And this one has the figure on the left. You see more of the packaging, or less of the figure, more of the card, rather. It tells me this was rushed. This was a rushed idea, this collector's edition thing. And collector's edition is a point of contention with me because I think it's bogus. I think it's a scam. I think when it's done right, it's done right. We're going to get to that more on the box. I'm ranting. The box art on the back is gorgeous. I love it. I'm probably going to get these out of here as neatly as possible and save that box art. I actually tried to make that car from a Dick Tracy car. That is great. So let's get these out of here and get them on the dial or get them wherever, because I'm pumped up. I got a lot to say about these. Let's get them out of this packaging.
Gains! Gains!
Okay, before we get into the McFarlane figures, let's just be clear on what Ultimate Edition means. And I know what you're going to say. Well, Toy Gains, it's not Ultimate Edition, it's Collector's Edition. Well, in the toy world, Collector's Edition and Ultimate Edition are pretty synonymous. They mean the same thing. Mattel just released a Collector's Edition Moss Man who came with 2 heads and some more stuff, even though that's overpriced. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 heads, a championship belt accessory, a cloth shirt, and 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of hands as a car revs through my front yard. That is Ultimate Edition. That's what we thought we were getting. What we got in this Ultimate Edition, as far as I know, that's extra, is a card on a stand that I have gotten before with a Jokerized Batman. So, what is going on? Let's talk about Alan Scott first, because he's the better figure. I wouldn't say by far. He's just, we've seen Superman before, even though it's a classic Superman. Classic Superman suit doesn't change much from a new Superman suit. It was what I'm trying to get to. Green Lantern, this is much more different than new Green Lantern with the cape and the colors. But when you tell me you're giving me a collector's edition and you're not giving me anything extra, you better not cheap out. And they cheaped out because this ring is supposed to be on his left hand. It's even depicted on his proper hand on the card. So you cheaped out and you gave me a hand from your previous Green Lantern and Kyle Rayner releases. So you can't charge me more and mess up like this. It's just not cool. You feel, it's not a good feeling. Sure, it's a nice looking figure. The sculpting, the way they put the wrinkles in the trunks really gives it that extra layer of realism. I really like this figure a lot. I don't mind paying $30 for a figure if I really love it. I would love it if this was on the right hand. This effect looks nice. Also, though, even though I have it backwards, a lantern isn't something that is spectral. It's not a power that he whips up like a Gatling gun or a sword. The lantern is a physical item, if I'm not mistaken. This should be solid green. That's mistake number 2. Ring on the wrong hand. This shouldn't be spectral. Give me 2 heads. You give me some extra hands. You know, the $30 price is ultimate. It's collectors. This is not. This is a standard figure release. Okay, as I take a deep breath out of frustration, that Superman comes with a chain that he's going to bust out of. Now, if this had some gimmick, like back in the day where you squeeze the legs and the arms move and this pops off, I wouldn't like it, but it would make sense to give this accessory. I'm not going to display my figure with this. I mean, maybe. You know why you can't? You know why you can't do that? Because he has an emotionless head. You give me a screaming head like he's busting out of this as a second head, and now you got something of value. I can have the figure displayed in two different ways. But all you gave me was a damn card stand that I just mentioned I got before. I will say this, though. Gave me a flight stand, or us, with a nice black DC emblem on there. I've yet to see that. And you also, Todd, or whoever works, if anyone ever saw this at McFarlane, the card art has the boots red. His boots are not red. They're blue. And I think in the comic they were blue. But also you reuse these damn legs with this line in the pants. You know, a classic Superman isn't going to have that updated look. So you just did a reuse and you charged me $30. This is Hasbro shit. This is why people yell at Hasbro, because they reuse stuff and charge you more. I don't usually complain about that. I don't like price hikes, but when I feel like you're pulling the wool over my eyes, I'm going to talk about that shit. And this just was not, I don't have a good feeling about this today. I wish I didn't get him. I'm going to keep him, obviously. I think he'll look good on a shelf. This is the better of the two. I really hope this doesn't continue. And I think if it does, you better do what you did with like the Flash, where you gave us a Flash figure and an unmasked head and a Build-A-Figure piece. I mean, all these figures are the same, you know? Just giving us a card and a stand, like I've just stated, isn't Ultimate or Collector's Edition. Are we clear? I don't think we should be, we should really disagree on this in the chat. If we can't agree on this, I did see a comment on the McFarlane Instagram where someone said, well, you guys asked for Collector's Edition with more stuff, so this is what you're going to get. No, random person who probably won't see this video. We've gotten figures with extra stuff. I got all these hands from the Blue Beetle for $20, and it came with a card. This is not the way, okay? I don't want to see this again, Todd. That's all I'm going to say about it. Take care. Have fun.